being here. I'm Priska Lee. I'm the chapter president of AREAA Northern New Jersey. So thanks to Edwin for thinking quick on his feet.
Thanks for your patience.
I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about AREAA. So AREAA is an organization that was founded in 2003, and it was dedicated to improving the lives of the AAPI community through home ownership. What AREAA offers you as a member is a ton of resources. Right now, AREAA has 41 chapters across US and Canada with over 17,000 members. Thank you again for being here. I wanted to introduce Edwin. He is the sales manager of 99 Hudson, and he was kind enough to lend us the space.
So I'm really proud to be able to invite you into the actual finished product. I hope you think it came out better than the videos, better than those renderings that you all saw years ago. 99 Hudson is New Jersey's tallest building. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel, don't worry. But studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, penthouse options. Right now, starting at $548,000. We have immediate occupancy, of course. The building is living, breathing. We have over 300 people living in it already. Really looking forward to working with you if I haven't already. And shout out to you guys for helping us make 99 Hudson so successful. Thanks so much for coming. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Good afternoon. My name is Jason Ma. I'm the broker of Urban Lux Realty. We're licensed in New York and New Jersey. We handle commercial and residential sales and leasing. And it's going to be my pleasure to act as your moderator for this event today. I'd like to start off by introducing a few of our board members from the North New Jersey chapter. Next to me is Anthony Rivera. He's the co-founder and managing partner of CommercialRealEstateBoss.com. That's a national coaching and training platform that teaches residential agents how to learn and do big commercial real estate deals with student agents in 8 states right now and growing. He's a veteran in the industry with over 15 years experience, having closed more than 10 million square feet in commercial sales and leasing. Commercial Real Estate Boss is also our premier sponsor for today's event.
Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Next, I'd like to introduce Sue Yu. Sue is a realtor with over a decade of experience working with national developers in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. She's the producer and host of the radio program Radio Real Estate with Sue on Voice of New York Radio Korea 101.5 FM.
That's right. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you for having me.
Karen Park is a realtor for Prominent Properties Sotheby's International Realty. She's the highest ranking luxury residential broker in New Jersey and is licensed in New York and New Jersey. Karen is also a managing director of Global Investment Group for Prominent Properties Commercial and a certified international property specialist. Karen is also a CCIM, which stands for Certificate of Commercial Investment Member. And Karen also has 20 years of marketing experience prior to real estate with Samsung and Lafarge, among some of the largest building material companies in France. We have a couple of special guests on our panel today. I want to start with Art here, who has traveled a long way to be with us. Art is also an AREAA member on the national level. And Art, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, great to be here. I am a member of, I think I've been a member for 5 years. I'm from the Boston AREAA group. I also handle the national program for AREAA. I handle the director's officers as well as the general admin. So you guys are all protected today. In addition to that, my main background is I'm an insurance broker. I specialize in real estate construction, and I have this small growing business practice called Cannabis. So that's something I'd like to share with you today.
Thank you. And James here on the end, he is our event sponsor today. He's here with Liberty Environmental. James, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, yeah, I'm an environmental engineer. I'm the president of Liberty Environmental. We're an environmental consulting firm with 3 offices in Pennsylvania and 1 in New York City. And I've been an AREAA Manhattan chapter member for about 5 years. So we do environmental site assessments, new developments. We do wetlands and endangered species type of work. And if sites happen to be contaminated, whether it's a gas station, a manufacturing site, leaking homeowners, heating oil tank, we take sites through the cleanup program with the state and get the bill of approval from whatever agency it might be, Pennsylvania DEP, New Jersey DEP, New York DEC. That's Liberty Environmental. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks again for sponsoring this event.
So it's really about perception. So you guys might have experienced from the residential side when you call a commercial broker, sometimes if they don't recognize that you're from a commercial firm, they may not give you the time of day, unfortunately. How we combat that is through our program. We teach you the technical side of commercial real estate, the terminologies, the infrastructure, the right questions to ask, and so on. So it's really the perception, because at the end of the day, you may represent a property that that commercial broker wants to know about, or vice versa. You have a big client that has all this money, 1031 money, for example, and wants to purchase an investment property, a commercial property, but they might not take you seriously. If you bring, if you sound professional and intellectual in terms of the commercial world, they're going to take your call and they're going to be able to talk to you. It really doesn't matter that you have to be part of CBRE or Cushman or anything like that. It's really about relationships, and commercial real estate is about relationships.
So nobody teaches you the ropes to get around and how you can actually connect with the commercial people, commercial agents, commercial salespeople. And one of the things that I realize is the minute you mention, or the minute you start talking about, oh, I have a residential listing here, 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 you think that's going to work for you, but actually it works against you. That's what I've been noticing more and more over the years. Commercial sellers, buyers, investors, anybody that has any sort of an experience with commercial just does not want to deal with people who wants to drag in and bring in anything with real estate, residential real estate, become a chameleon. When I'm dealing with residential people, yes, it's their interest first. Yes, it's all about caring, it's about the holding hand. When it comes down to commercial, I have to sort of turn it off, change into a different mode where I now become a person. All about the numbers.
Higher risk of environmental issues. Environmental engineer like James.
Can environmental issues kill a deal? Yeah. Doesn't happen a lot. In Manhattan, where real estate values are $1,000 a square foot, there aren't too many environmental issues that could be that big, that they could kill a deal. Take a tiny little gas station out in the rural area of New Jersey, and yeah, you could have $1 million, $2 million cleanup liability on a property that's only worth, a few $100,000. Those are fairly few and far between, but 30 years of doing this, I have seen them. More often, they're not going to kill a deal, but they'll slow a deal down.
It was supposed to be a deal. My buyers were supposed to close in 7 months. Everybody guaranteed it. I was not involved at that point. They brought me in about a year and a half later when they realized, okay, now we're running into dead walls. Dead ends, environmental issue, phase 1, phase 2 happened, and then all of a sudden, all of these things started popping up. So it can take 2 years. We close in 2.5. But when it comes down to selling a freestanding building, I've also closed within 4 months, which means, the due diligence period plus the environmental issue plus all of these combined issues will determine how long this is going to take.
I like working with multiple states because a lot of folks tend to be parochial, and they say that by working with multiple states, first of all, you get a lot of diversity, a lot of backgrounds. When it comes to multiple states, it allows you to differentiate yourself because you really have to understand state issues. Then you got to dive down to local ordinance issues. In real estate, it comes down to those planners, the townships and local politics. So to me, you get to all spectrums when you're dealing with that. So you almost have to be the word chameleon. You got to have to adjust your behavior.
First of all, you have potential commercial real estate clients in your own phone, all right? You want to start there because you'll be surprised that you look through your contact list, there's actually commercial investors, there's architects, engineers, CPAs, attorneys that have commercial clients. And now once you learn commercial, whether it's through our program or something else, you're going to be able to do business with them because now they know you as a commercial broker. I would also say gravitate towards where you feel comfortable. My niche is self-storage. And so my deal in Hoboken, Bayonne, Carlstadt, you kind of start to gravitate towards that and know more and more. And people know you. People know you that you are that agent or broker for that industry.
If it's a multifamily, if it's an office building site, chances are we're going to do a phase 1 environmental site assessment and everything's going to be clean. You're buying a former gas station or a manufacturing site. As soon as we find any kind of contamination, and we know, especially in New Jersey, that it's going to go through any kind of cleanup program, it's a good time to call an environmental attorney. Phase 1, and the whole process of doing phase 1 and phase 2 environmental site assessment is the same everywhere you go except New Jersey. And that's because New Jersey has the Industrial Sites Recovery Act, ISRA. And that is a mandatory requirement to take a site through this environmental program when an industrial property, and there's a long definition of what constitutes industrial property, undergoes a transition of ownership.
A commercial transaction broker, then you need to remind and educate your seller or buyer how important these rights.
You know, for ResiCom, people who are getting into commercial, you're hearing a lot of technical terms. This is all coming from experience that they've gone through their deals over and over, like I have with self-storage and industrial warehouse. You don't have to know all of this from the get-go.
I
So
can
don't
testify
scare.
to this.
Yeah, don't get
I will
scared just
testify to
because
that.
all of this, you know, a lot of technical terms are here. The thing is, you're going to leverage your professionals around you. You're going to leverage James in environmental. You're going to leverage somebody like Rich Osika, who has his construction company that can tell you about ground-up construction gets done. 99% gets done, you know, off market. I want to actually highlight one of my student agents in commercial real estate boss, Daniel Sosa, has been doing the research in Jersey City and actually attended the Jersey City Council's meeting that was on Zoom. So if you wanted to share, talking about the green zone.
Yeah, so